Welcome back to Transformers Cyberverse. Today we're reviewing Season 2, Episode 6, Dark Birth. We begin this episode with a replay of what happened at the end of Bad Moon Rising. Megatron chucking Starscream's body off the ship and the Nemesis departing. We then get to see what happened next. Well, sort of. We see a close-up of Starscream's face as we see his eyes flicker back to life, followed by a POV shot of Starscream's optics going back online, and the first thing he sees is Cheetor, who then runs off through a portal. So did Cheetor do something to bring Starscream back to life? Is that a power he possesses? Or, much like other Starscreams, does Cyberverse Starscream himself possess a mutant indestructible spark? Back on the Ark, the Autobots are asking Cheetor a bunch of questions about himself. What we learn is that, like I thought in the previous episode, Cheetor wasn't a newly created spark. He was in fact an existing spark that had previously joined the Allspark, which was revived and given a new body. And that there are others who were not brought back, possibly hinting at fellow Beast Warriors? And apparently Cheetor has been watching them since they first arrived on Earth.
And then one day, I saw you, Bumblebee, performing a strange ritual in the desert.
B, do you know where the Autobots are? Do you remember anything?
How to do donuts and over 50 different recipes for your microwave oven.
B, stop doing donuts.
Okay.
I have been watching all of you ever since, always fighting one another. I hoped that you would settle your differences so I could bring you to the Allspark.
He does mean the physical Allspark, right? Not about them joining the Allspark. More on that later. A couple quick notes before we move on to the next scene. The Cybertronian on Teletrans screen has a cleaning reminder, and Hot Rod refers to Cheetor as Cheats.
We'll get it back, Cheats.
Which I don't think is a nickname Cheetor was ever given in the actual Beast Wars or Beast Machines shows, and is only something the fans have used. Specifically, it makes me think of fellow fan and customizer Cheetamus, or Cheats Tweaks, who makes some really awesome custom Transformers figures. Check him out. Back to the episode, we cut to Starscream preaching to his Seekers how he is the only Transformer to have ever been one with the Allspark and returned, saying he has gained wisdom of the ages, and that he plans to make everyone one with the Allspark. Meaning...
we will kill them all.
Fearing Starscream's talk of genocide, Slipstream urges the other Seekers to come with her, but it seems they're already drinking the Kool-Aid, as Starscream uses the Allspark to give himself his toy gimmick. Although, it's a weird inconsistency here that the vehicle that Starscream gets his spark armor from in the show is an excavator, but in the toys it's a bulldozer. Just a little minor thing. Meanwhile, the Autobots and Decepticons fight each other. The Autobots thinking the Decepticons have the Allspark, and the Decepticons holding them off, as Shockwave tries to locate Starscream. Hey look, they have purple versions of those new car Decepticons. Maybe they really are Viacons. And the Autobots seem to have a few new repaints of their own. Again, I wish they had used one of these cyan guys, which I don't think we've seen before, as those two repaint bots from a couple episodes ago. The other ones here I believe we've seen before. Namely, the red and orange ones are actually reused from the two teams in the Cube Game episode. The two factions fight each other as the young Kid Appeal characters sneak inside the Nemesis to try and locate the Allspark. Apparently Cheetor has the power to sense it if it is nearby. And the trio come across Lockdown and Clobber hiding.
We better not let anyone see us here.
Don't worry, we won't tell anyone. Found the moon, Cheetah!
Sensing something, Cheetor demands to speak with both Optimus Prime and Megatron.
Now!
As we transition to Acid Storm reprogramming Vector Sigma to work with the Allspark. Slipstream, seeing her chance to get away from Starscream, goes for it. But he body checks her into the boards. Or the walls in this case, if you don't get hockey references. Cut back to the Autobots versus the Decepticons, where we can see Laserbeak in a dogfight with Windblade. Yes, this is the first time we've seen Laserbeak in the show, I think. Unfortunately, we don't know if he turns into a cassette that goes into Soundwave's chest or anything like that, but he does look very G1 in appearance. Cheetor, using what I can only describe as a Black Canary-style sonic scream, halts the battle so that they can set the record straight and end this pointless fight. Back at the silo, preparations are complete, and Starscream finally gives birth to his new children, an army of scraplets, just as we saw him with in the trailer. And that's it for this episode, a very interesting and exciting one. Although it's disappointing we don't find out exactly how it is that Starscream survived. Was it something that Cheetor did? Or does Starscream have an indestructible spark? Or was he simply just knocked out or something and everyone, including himself, thought he was dead? However, we did get some more backstory on Cheetor, and we saw Starscream's plans come to fruition. Gee, Starscream managed to accomplish more when people thought he was dead than the entire time that he was alive before that. Is it possible Starscream faked his own death? Also, this fanatical cult of Starscream is an interesting spin on the character. Although, I have to wonder why his seekers seemed so dedicated to him even though he's obviously gone off the deep end of the energon pool. Is it simply their long-standing camaraderie with him? What is the source of loyalty for them that is so strong that they go along with this sick twist on the old "till all are one" phrase? But I guess we'll just have to wait for the next episode. For now, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you here for the next episode, Parlay. Maybe I was right about the Decepticons sounding like pirates for a second, back a couple episodes ago. See you then.